Hey guys, it's Emily. This is not my first YouTube video. I've tried before and been very unsuccessful. So obviously it's not the best idea to go to a stranger's house that you talk to on Craigslist over something that's free. I'm just gonna put that out there for all the kids. Don't do it. No matter how cute the cat is, don't listen to me. But anyways, I was at a point where I really wanted a cat, like a kitten. So I was on Craigslist and they had like a lot of cats with like rehoming fees and $800, $900, and I just didn't have it. So I came upon this one post and it said free kitten. So I click on it and there's this little orange dude just like chilling in someone's dog cage in their backyard. And I was like, so I text the number and I said like, oh, like where are you located? Like, is the cat really free? Blah, blah, blah. Eventually I got to the point where it was like, send me your address, I'm coming. This is all very spontaneous. I didn't do any prior thinking or planning or really anything that you should do before adopting an animal. But I made it work. We drove to the person's house and we had our doors locked because like it's just, you're driving to like a random person's house. 1, 2, it's in Miami. Like I had to be at least a little bit smart. So eventually everything's fine. Then they bring out the cat in this dog carrier in which it had been sitting in their backyard. Basically they told me over text that they couldn't touch the cat because they were allergic. So presumably like the cat was just sitting there by himself in the heat. So when they brought him out, I thought the cat was gonna be like a small, like medium-sized cat, like still a kitten but not like almost a newborn. But when I looked at him, he was so small, like this, not even the size of my hand. He was so tiny and just hiding in the corner of this like little crate. So we eventually transferred him into the carrier that I had just bought. And he was just so scared and he wouldn't let anyone touch him, wouldn't let anyone near him. He would just hiss like almost like a cough, and it was just really sad because he was so afraid. But we gave him his space and we ended up giving him some food and water and kind of just left it in his little carrier to see if he would eventually go up and eat it, and he did. So once we kind of walked away and gave him his space and he felt that it was safe, he ended up eating his food and drinking some water. So that was a really good first step. But at this point we had just taken him to our friend's house because she was really close by where we picked him up. And so on the car ride back to my house, he was very scared still, like wouldn't let anyone touch him, and he actually peed in the carrier, which actually also got all over my legs. And I don't know how he had that much pee in him because he was so small, but he did. So we got him home. I forgave him for peeing on me. And then we decided to like give him a little shower bath thing in the sink. And we turn on the sink and the water's running down his body. And I just see blood like streaming out with the water. And my first thought is like, oh my god, this cat is peeing blood. Like it's really sick. I'm gonna have to take it to the emergency room, the animal hospital. So we turn him around and we're looking at his stomach. And I'm not exaggerating when I say there was at least 100 fleas just running down his body, like from the water. It was crazy. And the poor thing was just bleeding from them because there were so many. What I did is I made like a little bath in my bathtub, and a lot of them kind of drowned and fell off, but there was still a lot of them stuck to him and just like crawling around him. And so I spent the next like few hours picking them off of him individually until they were gone. As soon as he was out of the bath and in a towel, and just we were kind of like holding him, he just fell asleep. And he was so comfortable now, and he was so tired, and I just felt so bad for him because he must have been in so much pain and so uncomfortable. And he was probably 4 or 5 weeks old at this point. He weighed 1 pound when he took him to the vet, which I'll get into. So the next day, we ended up taking him to the vet just to kind of get him checked out. He had like a fecal exam done because I guess a lot of times with fleas, cats will also get worms and parasites, and he ended up testing negative for that. So he was not sick, and he was okay, and it was really good news. So we took him home. He's been to the vet a few more times to get like vaccines and some more tests done, but he's doing really well. He's gotten a little bigger. He's about 2 pounds now. He's about 9 or 10 weeks old, and he's just really happy, and he is teething, and he likes to bite me in my toes and my fingers and my arm. And this is Tucker. He's doing great. Look how cute he is. Say hi, Tucker. Say hi, Tucker.
You're literally on crack.
Shut up. Say hi, baby. He's a good boy.
Run, Tucker.
Stop it.
Say I never signed up for this.
Say thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.